Hi. So I am back to talk about two new products that I've been wanting to try and I finally decided to purchase. So I have no products on well, I washed my face and I have moisturizer. I'm using the Clinique Dramatic Different Moisturizing Gel. Um, Ever since I had my kids, I noticed I'm combination now. My skin type is combination. I get dry patches and I get oily patches. So I've been trying to learn um, how to take care of my skin differently. Plus, I'm also aging, so I've been doing different stuff for my skin lately. Um, Before I had kids, I wouldn't really take care of my skin, and I was oily. So now that I've actually noticed a difference and noticed how foundation sit on my face, I've been trying to put an effort on fixing those issues. So since I'm moisturized and everything, I am going to try out today the e.l.f. Poreless Putty primer. Um, This is the only one that they had at Target. I don't know. It's a little pinky, so I hope it doesn't show any. Well, I'm going to put foundation on top, so I don't think it's going to make much of a difference. But I'm interested to see how it feels. I've heard a lot of good stuff about this, and my problem, my skin problem is pores. My pores are very, very noticeable, and they're very big. Of course, I can't make them disappear because I am human and I need to have pores, but I have been trying to make them smaller or less noticeable. So I have been doing vitamin C oil and a cooling roller every other night to try, to try to make them less noticeable. Also, right now I'm on my period, so I'm in that time of the month. So I have quite a few breakouts on my skin right now. Before I had kids, I wouldn't get breakouts that often, and after I've had kids, I've noticed that I break out like I'm a teenager again. Um, I've never broken out that much since I got older, but here we are, breaking out. So another product I'm going to be trying out today will be the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hydrating Formula. So it has hyaluronic acid. That's why I want to try it. That helps to moisturize your face or keep the moisture in, and it has coconut water, which is also good for your skin. Um, I have been getting dry patches. I have been getting dry patches um, on top of my nose and between my eyebrows a lot, and sometimes on my cheeks. I love trying out different foundations, and I've been wanting to try out ColourPop. I just haven't. I don't know why. So I bought it, and now I'm gonna try it out. Okay, so like I said, I did purchase the ColourPop and Christie collaboration palette, which is inspired by the forest and mushrooms, and all those shades look so beautiful. So I should be receiving that palette, or hopefully that palette arrives by Friday. Today is November Wednesday, November 17th. So hopefully I'll get that palette on Friday, and if I have the time, I will do a video and I will review the colors. So stay tuned for that. And I did purchase the Milk Cosmetics PR box, which hasn't arrived yet, but I'm waiting for it. Okay, so the top of the primer feels pretty hard, but once you start digging into it, it feels really, really soft. And I'm gonna go ahead and it's not that much. I'm just gonna grab that and put that on my problem zone, which is, I feel like I grabbed too much. I've never used this type of primer, so it's a little new for me, and I'm just applying it with my fingers because I don't know what to apply it with. And I'm just gonna add it on my problem areas, which is my cheeks. Okay, so I just added some e.l.f. Poreless Putty primer, and it felt very like a cream base. It felt really creamy. It didn't feel, I thought it was going to feel like, it was just going to cover my pores. But it feels good overall. It doesn't feel that bad. And for ColourPop, I got the shade Light 70W. That's one thing I don't like purchasing any foundations online because it's really hard to get your correct shade. But I tried my best. So I'm going to be using this on one side with a brush and the other one with my sponge. So I don't usually like wearing a lot of concealer under my eyes just because I am getting older and I am getting fine wrinkles, especially on this eye. I don't know why this eye is much more noticeable than this one. But right here on the side, you can see my wrinkles. So I don't like using concealer that often because then I notice it creasing a lot and I don't necessarily like it. So I don't use it as often. Sometimes just a little bit on the inner corner because I don't have dark circles, at least not too noticeable, though they do run in my family. I was just thankfully not gifted that, but you can tell a difference on how much coverage it provides. So when I do add concealer, I do just add it in the inner corner of my eyes, of my eyes. So I feel like that's good coverage. Yeah, doesn't look too bad. So now I'm gonna be using the other side with my sponge. I stopped using sponges as often just because I feel like with a brush, I don't know, I just feel like a sponge could be a little too dirty sometimes. And I don't know, I feel it's a sponge, so it absorbs everything, and I know you have to have it damp. I know with the sponge, you have to constantly wash them and keep them clean. And just having it, I don't know, there's just something about it that kind of, I don't like that often. But it does make a difference sometimes with your foundation, depending on what foundation you're using. So I just used one pump with the foundation, and I feel like it did pretty good. And looking at myself, I have textured skin, so you can obviously tell my pores on both of them, but I don't know if it's the angle or the way the light's hitting me. Okay, so I just checked myself out in the mirror, and I feel like the foundation applies better with a sponge than with a brush. Somehow I feel like I look much more cakier on this side than I do on this one. But I do feel like this one has much more coverage. The one I did with a brush has much more coverage than the one I did with a sponge. I look much more natural with a sponge than with a brush. But I like the foundation overall. I feel like it was a good match. And the primer, well, maybe I should try doing this all over again, but with a sponge only, because I feel like my left side in general, it just looks much better than my right side right now. And I'm like, I have a mirror right in front of me, and I don't know what it is. I feel like I prepped my skin the same, but I feel like my left side looks better than my right side. I'm gonna apply one more coat of foundation just to build it up a bit and see how that looks. I've also been wanting to try, and I'm gonna just do it all with a sponge. I've also been wanting to try the Milk Makeup foundation. I love full coverage foundations. I think they're just really, really pretty. So I've really been wanting to try the Milk Makeup foundation. I've heard it's full coverage, and I like how they're really yellow. I feel like they're really yellowy, and I have a very yellow undertone. So yellow, in fact, that when my when my son was born, they had him under the light because they said that maybe he had jaundice, I think, when they're really, really yellow. And the nurse said, he almost looks like you because you're very yellow, but that's your natural color. And I thought it was so funny. So I think that builds up really nicely. It doesn't look cakey whatsoever. It doesn't feel like a lot on your skin. I would recommend the foundation. I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup just to see how everything sets on top. I'm not going to use any setting powder because I don't use setting powder. My skin feels good. It feels good right now, so I don't feel like I need to set it. I don't feel really oily. I don't think I'm going to be getting really oily throughout the day. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup, and I will come back with my thoughts. Okay, so I just did my eyebrows, contoured, blush, highlight, some lipstick, and some mascara. So overall, I did like both of them. I feel like the primer at first, I was like, oh, whatever. But right now that I was doing the rest of my makeup, I feel like my pores are not that noticeable right now. And then the foundation, it sits really nicely on the skin. I don't feel like it's not tacky. So I didn't have to set it. When I added the rest of the product on top, which were all powdered products, it's really nice. It doesn't feel uncomfortable. It doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel like it's getting into any of my fine lines. I am in my early 30s, so I am getting fine lines. I have children, so of course I'm getting fine lines even more. But I don't feel like it's making any of my fine lines noticeable. I really like it. I like it. Would I recommend it? Right now, yes. I will continue using it, of course, and both of them together. Unless I want to change different foundations. But I'm going to continue using the primer. This is going to be my primer from now on. Just to see how much I like it or how much I dislike it or how much of a difference I can tell. I think I'm going to try comparing it to one of my other primers. I think I have the Benefit Professional primer. And I'll probably try that one just to see what the difference is. But right now, so far, I do like it. I do feel like I need a setting spray because right here it's starting to look, it feels a little tacky, just a little bit. It feels, but it looks a little dry. And of course, if you have textured skin, you can't make that texture suddenly disappear. It's going to be there. You have to take care of your skin, drink plenty of water. So you can see the texture. I don't think you can make it disappear. But that's okay. I mean, I'm human. I'm a female. I need to have a period, and with that comes consequences. Like I have a breakout right here, but it doesn't look that bad. But overall, I like it. I like it. I'll continue using it. I'll probably give you guys an update in a month or less. I do tend to finish my foundations if I like them. So if it's finished, then it's one of my favorites. I did like this foundation and the primer. It's pretty awesome. Like I said, I did order the ColourPop and Christy collaboration palette, and I should be getting that this week. As soon as I get it, and if I have time, I will go ahead and do a video on my look. And I already know I'm gonna like it. I loved Christy and Pure Beauty palette that they made, their collaboration. It's beautiful. I use it all the time. It's like the neutral side is the perfect fall autumn shades, and the colorful side is just beautiful. But with that being said, I know ColourPop's gonna be beautiful, and of course you guys know, if anyone watches this, I love Melt Cosmetics. I have no doubt that it's going to be an amazing collection. Pricey, very pricey, but at the end of the day, I'm in it for Melt, and for other products so far have not failed me, and they're amazing. But that is all. This is the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please go ahead and leave a message down below and I will go ahead and reply to you. If you like my videos or you like my content, please go ahead and subscribe and like my videos. Subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'm guessing that's a thing now. And yeah, I do reviews, I play with makeup, I do my makeup, and I do witchy unboxing. For right now, that's it. But yes, I hope you guys like it and give me a thumbs up. And that is all. Thank you for watching.